morning, friends. Allergy part 2. We're talking about how emotions can lead to allergic symptoms. In Chinese medicine, the major organs all have emotions that they process. For example, liver processes anger, lung helps process your grief because you cry and you let things out, you yell. Large intestine helps process sadness. Now, many organs, we have some lists on the website or on other posts about which organs process which emotions. But I want you to know this: if you've had trauma, stress, things going on in the world that have brought up these kind of emotions within you, it can lead you back on a rabbit trail to show you which organs may be deficient or imbalanced. For instance, if you have not the best diet, your liver could be congested, not allowing you to break down the toxins from the food or the drinks you drink, and that can allow anger to stew. If you've had bad relationships in the past, compounded on a bad diet throughout this time, the anger can shoot up. If the liver gets congested, that breaks up or hinders the liver qi from flowing. So your liver is needed to process toxins. Well, that anger that you have is actually creating allergic symptoms if you're not careful, because the allergies start to build up. The things you eat, the things you breathe, the things you drink start not to be broken down properly, and you think, why in the world am I having allergies? Well, if you have anger stewing all the time, or if you have grief that's not processed, you're continuously imbalancing the organ. You don't mean to, it's okay, but it's a call to us to look at the emotions that may be stewing inside. I've seen many patients in the office, when you go down to the very core of it, there's an emotional program or a spiritual program that is running in their lives that is keeping the organ from processing at its full capacity. Remember on part 1, when one organ's tired, it acts like a bull. He goes, hey man, I'm a little tired here. I need some energy, so give me what you got. All right, that was the worst accent ever. But if the liver gets tired, it will start pulling from the spleen. And the spleen helps produce red blood cells, which helps you carry oxygen. So you get fatigued. You see? The anger then drains the spleen, and the spleen helps process worry. So you can be angry, then you get worried. And that in itself can make you sensitive to a lot of things that come into your body to process out. I hope that part makes sense. So if you notice that you're not processing anger, grief, or sadness, I talked about in the first video about the points to hit. You can add in a couple more. All right, I didn't put it on the chart here, but one's called Triple Warmer 17, around this area right behind the earlobe. And another one's called the GV points. Right here, you can actually take one breath right here on the top of the head and put that little percussor right here, the little massager. Do that. That'll help process some grief, some vagal nerve, some sympathetic nervous response, calm you down. So at the same time, guys, this is a long post, but when you have anger or grief or sadness and you're hitting those points, I want you to sit down and think about the person, the place, the thing that makes you angry or sad or grief. And when you think about them, you're like, oh man. Stimulate those points, because you're telling your brain, pay attention to this grief. And your brain will do what? Why is it there? And as you keep doing the points, you'll start to process it. You start to let it flow out. Your organs will stop freaking out when it encounters anger. See how it all works together. You can use them for allergies, you can use them for emotions. Emotions are just parts of us that we are refusing to identify. So when we learn to identify them, we become aware, allergies start to go away. Guys, I hope this helps. There are some charts I have on other posts. Maybe we can post them up. But remember, heal the grief, heal the sadness, heal the emotions, heal the allergies. Have a great day. I love y'all.